prince and a judge over us. Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Gabriel, ¿quieres leer?
Y salió al día siguiente y viendo a dos hebreos que reñían, dijo al que hacía la injuria, ¿por qué hieres a tu prójimo? Y él respondió, ¿quién te ha puesto a ti por príncipe y juez sobre nosotros? ¿Piensas matarme como mataste al egipcio? Entonces Moisés tuvo miedo y dijo, ciertamente esta cosa es descubierta.
There is sometimes very strange ways how God talks to us.
God arranges our circumstances in ways that we would not have chosen sometimes.
Yeah, to correct us.
Yes.
Sí, muchas veces Dios tiene extraños momentos, extrañas circunstancias para corregirnos a nosotros. Y de nosotros depende que escuchemos la voz de Dios y corrijamos nuestros caminos. And it depends from us that we can listen to the voice of God and correct our ways. God prepared, he knew Moses was going in that direction again. God knew, Dios sabía que Moisés iba a ir en esa dirección otra vez. Probably Moses was thinking to find another Egypt to kill him again this next day. Probablemente Moisés estaba pensando en matar otro egipcio al día siguiente, egipcio. And he prepared, God led two Hebrews to be fighting in the path of Moses. Así que permitió que hubiera dos hebreos peleando en el camino de Moisés. Y entonces Moisés, como son sus hermanos, pues no va a ir a matar a alguno de ellos, ¿no? Ninguno es egipcio, son hebreos. Because they're Hebrews, Moses don't want to kill no one, neither one of both. He actually wants to make peace between them. Quiere hacer paz en ellos. But this time, the Hebrews teach him a lesson. Y entonces los hebreos le muestran una lección. Are you going to do the same to us like you did yesterday to the Egyptian? ¿Vas a hacer lo mismo conmigo que le hiciste con nosotros, que le hiciste al egipcio ayer? ¿Vas a matarnos? ¿Nos vas a enterrar? ¿Nos vas a esconder? Are you going to kill us? Are you going to hide us in the sand? Same? Moses thought no one saw him. But there is one who is always watching over us. Moisés pensó que no lo había visto nadie, pero hay uno que siempre está observándonos. I want you to notice this. Quiero que vean este punto. When Moses killed the Egyptian, that he did something wrong, minor or huge?
Big one.
He did something terrible wrong. Cuando Moisés mató al egipcio, hizo algo malo, ¿fue leve o fue grande lo que hizo? It was a huge thing. Let me ask you this. Does God kill him immediately? ¿Dios mató a Moisés inmediatamente?
No.
That God sent him a plague to Moses for Moses to be ill because what he did. ¿Le mandó una plaga para que Moisés estuviera enfermo por lo que hizo?
No.
Instead, he tried to maybe making him reason. En vez, trató de hacer lo que él razonara. When the two Hebrews told him that, Moses got scared. His first instinct is, oh, what I did yesterday, everyone knows I'm in trouble. The penalty to kill an Egyptian is death. Dios está tratando de razonar con Moisés y lo primero que pasó en Moisés es que tuvo miedo, tuvo pavor, se llenó de miedo, temor. Eso se descubrió. La penalidad por matar a un egipcio era la muerte. And we all know what happened next. He flew away. How you say que huyó? Flew?
No, he ran away.
He ran away? Okay, I don't know the right word. Pero él huyó. He knew he did something wrong. God showed him he did something very wrong. He probably went to bed the day he killed the Egyptian and he probably slept well. A lo mejor él fue a la cama el día que mató al egipcio y durmió bien. But the next day, he can't sleep. I'm pretty sure he didn't sleep. He just wanted to be far, far away from Pharaoh. Because his life was in danger.
It's interesting with the next verse on 15.
Please read it.
Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian, and he sat down by a well. But how did Pharaoh find out? You know?
Dice, en efecto, en cuanto el faraón supo que Moisés había dado muerte a un egipcio, lo mandó a buscar para matarlo. Pero Moisés huyó y se fue a vivir a la región de Midian. Ahí se sentó cerca de un foso.
And Lorna is saying how Pharaoh find out. O sea, cómo Faraón se dio cuenta. When we doing things wrong, sooner or later, people is going to find out. Our mom is going to find out. Our dad is going to find out. Our husband, our wife is going to find out. Our boss is going to find out. Our brethren of the church, they're going to find out.
It's a Bible verse that says that.
Y siempre alguien se va a dar cuenta de cuando hacemos algo malo. ¿Y ustedes saben por qué? Una lección que yo puedo sacar de aquí, a lesson I can take from here is, Dios siempre está observando de nosotros y como nos ama mucho, tiene que corregirnos. Y la única manera de corregirnos es como cuando el profeta Natán fue con David y lo hizo razonar que había hecho algo malo. Same when Nathan went with David. The only way to take the blindness out of David is to making him reason, to wake up his mind. We need to think about when we are trying to be messengers of the Lord, or we think we are messengers of the Lord, because we are his ambassadors. Tenemos que pensar muy bien, porque somos mensajeros, somos embajadores de Dios. That everything that we're going to say or do are inspired from Him. Is coming from Him. Todo lo que digamos y hagamos viene de Él y es inspirado por Él. We need to be sure that we are asking for His Spirit on every moment of our lives. Y tenemos que estar seguros que estamos pidiendo de su Espíritu en cada momento de nuestra vida. Because if not, if we start to do or say things, even it could be something like good. It could be like we're trying to correct a brother or a sister. Y puede ser que a veces tratamos de corregir a un hermano y una hermana. Pero we need to be sure we're doing it with His Spirit. Y tenemos que estar seguros que es por su Espíritu. Because if we're not doing, because with His Spirit, things are not going to work well. Las cosas no van a trabajar bien si no es por su Espíritu. Tenemos que estar muy seguros de eso.
De por sí, pues a nadie nos gusta que nos corrijan.
He say, even, how you say that? We don't like people to correct us.
O sea, cuando alguien viene y me dice que yo estoy mal en algo, yo siempre me voy a revelar. Entonces, y más si no viene de la manera correcta.
Like, como ella dijo hace rato, ¿no?
Por ejemplo, si me lo dicen enfrente de todos, como muchos de nosotros hemos cometido ese error, ¿no?
Like she said that, you know, if we don't like people to correct us and if they don't say it to us in the right manner, like she said before, like, you know, if someone came and offend us or say, probably it's not going to offend us, probably say we're not the right words, even we try to be nice sometimes, but we don't use the right words or the right way to say, the right tone of voice, probably. The person get blocked. It will get blocked.
Yeah, but actually, sometimes it's good, and I take it in a good way. If I'm doing something wrong, I don't see it, and if somebody else bring it to my attention, I mean, I appreciate it.
Pero uno puede buscar la ocasión para decírselo aparte, no tiene que decírselo enfrente de...
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. And
You don't have to say it in front of everybody.
No, of course not.
but it's depending the situation. It's different when you have, for example, you're going to cross the street and a car came here. I need to warn you,
yeah, but
you
that's
know, and
different.
teach you.
That is different.
And even if you do it on purpose, because they're kids, you know, sometimes.
Well, por asustarme.
Yeah,
Scare you.
no, sometimes you teach someone, and even if you teach and they do it, you need to call their attention.
Porque ahora le voy a decir en inglés en español. Porque si yo estoy haciendo algo malo, equivocado, tal vez yo no lo miro, la Biblia dice, Señor, no escondas de mí mis iniquidades. Y si estoy haciendo algo malo o haciendo algo malo y no lo veo, yo aprecio que me lo digan. Porque de repente no lo veo. I appreciate for somebody to tell me.
And that's good.
that I'm doing
That's good
something
for you.
wrong.
But many people, I can say many times in my life, before probably, I did not appreciate it, one, and probably many times I did not even listen. Yeah, that's my, you know, and probably many people like me were before same like me.
You know, we don't realize how much pride that we have sometimes.
Sí, no nos damos cuenta cuánto orgullo a veces tenemos en nosotros mismos.
If I have a proud spirit,
Si tengo un
I'm
espíritu
not
orgulloso,
gonna listen to what anybody else tells
no
me.
voy a
Because
a
I
escuchar.
know everything, and
Porque
I'm
sé
better
todo.
than anybody else.
And that's what we're talking about in this first part.
That's right.
Sí.
And see, when a person appreciates it, they're not proud, so that their pride isn't injured.
Ya.
That's what we have to watch for, is we don't
Y
injure
cuando alguien
pride.
aprecia que la corrección es cuando no hay orgullo. Ya.
Yo
But
aprecio.
to be like that takes a long way sometimes.
Yes.
It's not that easy, you know. For me, it was not easy to start to listen. For example, I told you this before, to listen what my wife was saying that was right.
Right.
And I was like, no, I want to do my own way. Until I learned that many things she said, she's really right.
She's your other self.
Yeah.
So you need to pay attention.
Yeah, I need to pay attention. But the same thing with God, you know. I need, when many years of my life, I probably just not listening to Him. But He's not coming down to talk to me. He sent people to talk to me.
Right.
And I was not listening to people. And my life was going of past. Because pride.
That's right.
And that's what Moses had. Moses became to be in that situation, far away from his family, far away from his adopted family also, because his pride.
Do you think that he was prideful? Because yo pienso que era porque él tuvo miedo, because he was scared, he ran away.
No, he ran away because of that, but he was, but what he did because he was really proud of
A él
him.
lo iban a matar.
I don't take it like that.
But
Yo no lo tomo así.
you see, here he is the adopted son
Es el hijo adoptado
of the Pharaoh.
de la hija de
That
Faraón.
makes him somebody. And
Eso
they
lo hace
treated
una
him
persona muy importante.
really
Oh.
well,
Claro.
you know.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I don't think it was on purpose to kill, but he was sort of feeling compassion for his brothers.
Is what I'm gonna say.
Well,
You don't supposed
he
to
killed
kill.
him.
But yeah,
In
he
purpose.
killed him.
He killed
because-
him on purpose.
Yeah, of course, yeah, but I don't think
Because he feel the pride. That's why he killed him.
Oh, I don't
Because
think
he's,
so.
after
Yeah.
all, he's the
No.
Pharaoh's
Ya, porque es
son.
el hijo de la hija de
Porque
Faraón.
sentía poder.
He
Sí.
can kill him and nobody
But we
sees.
respect your opinion, you
But,
know.
but he knew that if he killed the man, he was going to get killed because it says. So I don't think because they won't respect him. He might be the son of the Pharaoh, but he killed. It says the Pharaoh was looking for him to kill him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but
But
we
at
know,
first-
you
Anyway,
know,
first,
many
he
of
doesn't see
the,
that.
I think many of the scholars, and you know, we respect your, but many of the scholars,
Yeah.
they agree that it was too much pride on him because the way he was educated.
right.
The education he had after his mother, it was the education of Pharaoh, to be a Pharaoh.
Yeah, yeah.
And to be a Pharaoh, need to be really a pride. And remember, he was young.
That's right.
He was young. He wasn't not yet a mature guy. He was young. And young guys with power, money, and everything, we're very proud.
Oh, yeah.
We're proud of ourselves. But anyway, thank you, Sister Chefi, for your comment. We think in that comment also. Okay. Vamos a tomar, let's take another 3 minutes to finish this part and take a break. Vamos a tomar unos minutos más para terminar esta parte. Now, he ran away, él se fue,
Él huyó, ¿verdad?
huyó, and became to be Jethro's son-in-law.
Yeah.
We're not going to read all those verses.
No.
Y él vino a ser el yerno de Jethro. In chapter 3, on verse 1, capítulo 3, versículo 1, ¿qué dice? What it says, chapter 3, verse 1. Versículo 1 del capítulo 3.
Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian. And he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb.
¿Qué dice?
Okay. Moisés cuidaba las ovejas de su suegro Jethro, que era sacerdote de Midian. Y un día las llevó a través del desierto y llegó hasta el monte de Dios que se llamó Horeb.
Okay, we're going to finish with this thought here. We know how many years he was a shepherd. How many? 40 years. Sabemos que 40 años fue un pastor de ovejas. Now, for those 40 years, he was under another personal authority, his father-in-law, because the flock wasn't his, it was his father-in-law's flock. Las ovejas no eran de él, eran de quién? De su suegro. Okay. God was very merciful with him. Dios fue muy misericordioso con él. He stopped the hand of Pharaoh to look after him, to find him, to kill him. Él detuvo a Faraón porque el Faraón tenía lo suficiente para buscarlo y matarlo. God protected him to give him a chance. Fue muy misericordioso, pero él tenía que corregir su carácter. God need to correct his character and need to prepare him to guide his people. Y tenía que prepararlo para guiar a su pueblo. Took him 40 years. God placed him to be a shepherd under authority for 40 years. Lo puso bajo autoridad por 40 años. Guiando a estos animalitos que son tercos. Les gusta moverse por algunos lados que no deben ir. Alejarse de la manada. Regresar. Hacer lo que quieran. Y créanme, algunos de ustedes han visto cómo tratan los rebaños. Yo he visto en México cómo tratan los rebaños de chivos, no de ovejas. Y en México, en los lugares en el sur de México, les quiebran las patas hasta con piedras cuando las chivas se quieren ir de la manada. Agarran la piedra y se las tiran y les quiebran las patas a esas chivas. Son duros para hacer. Yo no creo que ese es el tipo de sistema que usaron en el desierto para que Moisés aprendiera a guiar estas ovejitas.
Pero sabe que dice que entre la oveja y las chivas hay las ovejas son obedientes, dice, que las chivas son lo opuesto.
Sí. Y en el oriente, las ovejas, el pastor va adelante,
Sí,
y las ovejas,
y
es muy diferente.
Sí.
I'm talking how a shepherd, in Mexico, goats, the shepherd, he usually grab rocks and break the legs of the goat when the goat is wander away. It's very hard for,
Because goats are very stubborn.
Yeah.
But the sheep, they are
Yeah,
obedient.
and it's different. And that's the reason we need to think on this. In this break, we're going to think on this. Moses was 40 years under authority, being a shepherd of Jethro's flock, and learning how to deal with different characters. To be meek and humble. Y en estos 40 años, Dios puso a Moisés a aprender con un rebaño que no era de él, por 40 años, con esas ovejitas, a aprender a ser manso y humilde de corazón. Y a poder lidiar con ovejitas de diferentes caracteres. Así que vamos a tomar un break. Vamos a tomar agua y ir al baño, pero no se tomen mucho tiempo.
Agua, no hay agua.
No hay jugo. Tómense unos 5 minutos y
Saqué el agua ya.
y Tina dice que hay agua. Así que vamos a tomar un break. Voy a parar aquí y tomamos un break.